This is Sarah Squires bringing you behind the headlines in today's edition of WYO Today Newsroom. Today, I am joined on the show by Tisha Tuttle with Wyoming Senior Citizens, Inc. Welcome to the show, Tisha.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Now, I know that you and I get to visit once in a while here, and we go over kind of the latest that folks should really know about Medicare, because you are kind of our local statewide expert here. And so, Tisha, can you kind of fill us in here on what's going on this time of year? What are some of the trends you're seeing, and what should people keep an eye out for?
Absolutely. One thing that I would love to mention also is we are still in what's known as Medicare Advantage Open Enrollment. Medicare Advantage Open Enrollment is for those Medicare beneficiaries that started the year in an Advantage plan. So if you started the year in your new WYO Blue Advantage plan of some sort, and you may have realized, whoops, I signed up on one that didn't have a drug plan. Now is the time to switch, and please do, because if you don't make that switch, you can actually accumulate penalties for every month that you go without drug coverage. Now's the time to switch before March 31st. If you started the year in a Medicare Advantage plan, you have until the end of March to change. So that is one very important one with a time-sensitive deadline, if you will. Another trend that we're seeing is Medicare scams and fraud. I love Wyoming because my neighbor is over there, but my neighbor over there is just as susceptible to Medicare fraud as those that might live elbow to elbow in a big city. Those Medicare scammers do not care your geographical location. They're looking for your sweet little Medicare number. So check your Medicare summary notices this time, any time during the year. When you get those Medicare summary notices or an explanation of benefits, review them. Make sure the services that Medicare is paying for on your behalf are services you're actually receiving. $2,000 for 200-something catheters when you don't use a catheter can be a lot. The more that Medicare pot is drained, the higher your premiums can go. Protect yourself, protect your neighbor, even if they're clear over there, and just check your Medicare summary notice so that you can all save money going forward.
So what are some ways that you're seeing, Tisha, that folks are kind of getting that information out of folks for those scams and fraudulent behaviors?
Absolutely. The catheter scams is one that they don't have to talk to you anymore to get your Medicare number. Sometimes they can dupe a provider number. So your doctor might have been compromised. Their national provider number could be compromised in their billing as a doctor, maybe that you've seen before, or they got a hold of your Medicare number some dark alley, I don't know. And they just start billing for those catheters. So it can come out of the blue. It's nothing that you inherently did wrong. It's just they're real good at being very bad. So sometimes you do not have to give up that information, but that's the reason you want to check those Medicare summary notices or explanation of benefits, just like you do your bank statement. Always looking, because you don't know where you've been or where that number could have been compromised before. But they've also gone and they've still been calling individuals saying, hey, we're Social Security, the fraud department. We need you to confirm your Medicare number. Or, hey, this is John, your friendly Medicare assistant. What's your Medicare number so I can provide you help? Those go. First of all, our government is not that efficient. They are not calling you single-handedly to talk to you one-on-one. They generally will send something out in the mail if there's ever any concern. Registered mail, you'll know it because it's very basic. No frills. Medicare, Social Security is in a very basic envelope, and that information inside is going to be verifiable. So until you receive that, just keep yourself protected. Do not ever give personal information out over the phone, whether it's your address, your Medicare number, or your bank number. If you wouldn't want your neighbor knowing that information, don't give it out over the phone.
All right. Well, definitely some wise advice here from our local experts at Wyoming Senior Citizens, Inc. Now, Tisha, I'm wondering if we can maybe back up a little bit and you can sort of fill in folks with the mission of Wyoming Senior Citizens, Inc. and what they should do if they say, you know what, I need your help.
Absolutely. Wyoming Senior Citizens, Inc. or Incorporated, we have 7 programs under our roof. There's our program, the SHIP program. It's a state health insurance information program. It's a huge mouthful. In short, we help people navigating Medicare. There's Senior Medicare Patrol, or SMP, and they help navigating Medicare fraud or billing errors and issues. Long-term care ombudsman is that voice for those in long-term care facilities. We also have the WICE and home caregiver program, where you can provide, or their goal is to help people age in place as long as possible. Staying home is the new trend, if you will. The foster grandparent, senior companion, and the family caregiver program are also programs that we have under our wheelhouse, where they are volunteer or respite provided services.
So, if folks out there are saying, you know what, Tisha was talking about the Medicare Advantage open enrollment thing, and I think I need that, but I'm not quite sure what to do. What should they do to, get some assistance out of you guys? Should they pick up the phone? Should they just barge on through the office with a basket full of home-baked cookies? What's the advice there?
Cookies always. No, I'm just teasing. By all means, feel free to give us a call, 307-856-6880. Or stop by our Riverton location at 106 West Adams in Riverton, Wyoming. I always joke it is dangerously close to the depot and the breadboard. I can smell all the fresh goodies all the time. Makes for a very hungry team.
Absolutely. Now, I know, Tisha, that you had some aspirations here about hitting the road and sort of spreading the word. Fill us in on the opportunities that you've got going about getting the word out about how folks can get ready for retirement.
Absolutely. I would love to volunteer, if you will, to provide outreach services. Let's do a presentation for your business, for your company. If you are planning on retirement, maybe you can chat with your HR person, or if your HR person is listening in, please do reach out. We would love to provide an education opportunity. Let's sit down with your staff members that might be close to retirement, or even those staff members that might have already retired, or those that are taking care of somebody that's close to Medicare age. That opportunity, you can answer so many questions, get ahead of that curve, and just know what your beginning, middle, and how do I manage this type of steps are. Reach out to us at 307-856-6880, and I would love to schedule that education opportunity where your staff are.
Well, thanks for that, Tisha, for filling us in. Today's show is brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton. Porter's carries quality grills built for flavor, performance, and durability. Whether you're cooking for a crowd or just firing it up on a weeknight, their team can help you find the grill that fits how you cook and how often you use it. They also stock a full lineup of grilling accessories, including pellets, charcoal, seasonings, tools, thermometers, covers, and cleaning supplies. From low and slow smoking to quick and easy backyard meals, Porter's has the products that help you get better results every time. You'll find Porter's Mountain View Supply at 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton. Give them a call at 307-856-6066 or stop in and check out their grills and accessories today.